Hello, and welcome to the first edition of the Stortford Rewind. This term, a group of sixth form have been working on this podcast to bring you a summary of what has happened this term. This episode will cover highlights from house music, debating, brains trust, sports games including rugby against Boys High, comments on the school play, and much more.
I am Will, and who are we here with today?
My name is Mr. Cruz. I'm the housemaster of College House.
Mr. Cruz, how have you found your first term as a housemaster so far?
Well, it's been absolutely terrific. The boys in house have been very, very welcoming. They've been very, very positive. They've supported me over the last kind of half term or so, and they've made me feel very, very welcome indeed.
So, what was it about College House that made you say yes to the job?
From my experience as an old Stortfordian, I was a day pupil in Hayward House myself. And therefore I wanted, really having, since being a young boy, always wanted to return to the house system. And for me, it's always really been a dream to be a housemaster, and I'm thrilled to be in this post currently.
So finally having that job as a housemaster, what has been a highlight of that?
For me, there's been a whole range of highlights. The house music competition obviously is one of the key highlights for most of the pupils and for the staff as well. From a personal perspective, the house unison was something that will stick in my mind for a long, long period of time. It's one of the only events in the entire year where all of the pupils get involved, and the fact that we came second, really showcases the fact that the boys gave it 100% effort. Despite not bringing the trophy home, every single individual gave it their best.
So that's one of the good parts, but what have you found the most difficult thing about settling in?
Again, I think really from my perspective, the house before I joined it, with Mr. Swartwilson in charge, was absolutely terrific during his tenure. The pupils, the boys in Collet, are absolutely terrific young men. So for me, taking over the mantle, really, it was very, very challenging to maintain. Initially, I thought in my mind, but in reality, I think it's been a really, really kind of seamless transition.
So what do you feel defines Collet from all the other houses?
I think the boys really, in terms of their character and their ethos, really, and their beliefs and their principles. It's a very, very inclusive house. Every single individual is unique, but every single boy is very, very kind. They're very, very kind to each other. They're very, very kind to the staff. And there's a huge amount of selflessness and a huge amount of respect too.
Under Techie Taylor's leadership, we're here today to talk to his deputy, second in command. Here's Harry.
Who am I here with?
Harry Lynch, member of College House and in the lower sixth.
How long have you been part of tech crew for?
So this is my 4th year on the crew. It's been quite a journey.
Who's on the tech team with you, Harry?
So we've got the people leading it. That'd be me, Freddie and Cirque. So me and Freddie, we do lighting and sound, and Cirque is our stage manager. We've also got a multitude of stage hands in the young years, the upper 5th and lower 5th, and obviously you can join from 4th form and yeah.
What's like an average day-to-day, show-to-show task you do on tech crew?
Well, day-to-day, obviously, we go twice a week. A lot of times it'll just be setting things up, moving stuff around, and then, when you get to showtime, that's when the work really starts.
Speaking of showtime,
yes.
What are you getting ready for Tartuffe?
Yeah, so Tartuffe, we've actually just finished doing the stage. That looks really good. We've got a sort of outlay of it, so we know what we want to do there. But yeah, just preparing it. Obviously, Carl's been putting in loads of work with the stage and all that, and it looks amazing, so yeah.
What's your favourite performance you've ever worked on?
Oh, good question. I would say probably A Christmas Carol, actually. Even though I had a smaller role on it, I feel like it really captured the school, and obviously we had some incredible actors on it, and yeah, it just felt like a very special show.
What would you want the production to be next year?
I really like something like Chicago maybe, something like that. That'd be really, I feel like it really fit the school.
What are your thoughts on Tartuffe?
Bold, going for a comedy for Sir in his first year, but I've looked at the script. It looks very strong, looks quite funny, and I'm sure we'll deliver.
Harry, thank you so much for doing this interview.
It was a pleasure.
I'm here with 2 of Tea House's senior debating winners. Well done, guys. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
Really good. Really happy.
How did you feel in your debate with Elliot?
It was good.
I think it was very close.
It was close.
They were very good at
They were good,
presentation.
but I sort of thought we had a slight edge in the rebuttal area.
I do think that they were very good.
Yeah, they were really good
at making us look bad.
Yes.
Their points of information just really took me out.
Who was your hardest competitor throughout the competition?
Honestly, I want to say Young. Round 1.
Definitely.
I mean, depends.
Either Ali or Young.
Young was really close.
And what was the hardest motion?
Universal morality.
No. Universal morality was easy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. We've kind of ended up on a terrible side in all 3, but...
Do you have any advice for anyone who's thinking of taking part in debating, whether junior or senior?
Make sure you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, always
Have
define the
examples.
motion and have examples.
Have examples that you don't say.
And always have backup information. And my kind of key thing would be for the rebuttal, never ever write it out in full.
No.
Lots of people write out specific stuff they're going to say. Sometimes people write out full paragraphs for each point. My personal way of doing it is I just literally go bullet points for each kind of thing they could say, and then you adapt and you change. Because even if you have the general point right, you might not have the specifics, and you need to respond to the specifics. And I think not very many people do the rebuttal right.
Thanks, guys. Well done. I'm here with Aidan and Zach, 2 members of Sutton House's winning Brains Trust competition. Well done. How are you feeling going into the competition?
We were nervous, seeing as last year we were knocked out in the preliminary round against Collet. That was a difficult pill to swallow, but yeah, we managed to come back.
Yeah, I mean, we had the longest road to get to the final, obviously doing the prelims and then 2 rounds against some of the other houses, so longest route was definitely in mind, but it was just revision from there. Jay started doing all the Strictly research, and Aidan knowing his mythology as always.
Who was the hardest competitor throughout the competition?
It's got to be RP.
Yeah, it has to be RP.
Yeah, RP just knew their stuff. Bo was extremely passionate with his button to get the answer in, so yeah, RP definitely our hardest.
And Aidan, well done for having one of the highest scoring mastermind rounds throughout the whole competition. How do you know everything that you learn?
Somehow it's accumulated.
Don't give away the secrets.
Yeah, I'm not going to give away the secrets. But I have to say massive well done to Manny creating the new record for the mastermind. That was phenomenal.
Yeah. Any advice for anyone who's thinking of doing Brains Trust next year?
So give it a go. Personally, I went in and I wasn't having any high expectations of myself, but when I got 3 2010 girl pop hits on a row, I mean, and you never know what you know.
Thanks, guys. Well done.
Cheers.
Catching up with the first team hockey captain Rory, have they been more successful than our rugby lads with their unbeaten season so far?
Hi, I'm Lulu Catley and I'm in the first 11 hockey team and I'm here interviewing our captain. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Rory Fletcher and I've been in the first 11 for 3 years now.
So Rory, how confident are you today in the team for regional finals?
I think we're all feeling really confident. We had a great training session yesterday and lots of hard work we put in the last few weeks coming up to this.
Secondly, do you have any words for how you want to captain the rest of the season off, hopefully undefeated?
Yeah, so I would love to captain the team, just being really positive and going into all our matches and training sessions with good vibes and yeah, as well as keeping our undefeated streak.
And lastly, do you have anything planned with any other teams?
Well, we're on the street and it's not confirmed yet, but we are hoping to do a rugby first 11 versus hockey first 11 hockey match, so that could be exciting. And yeah, hopefully we can keep our undefeated streak for the rest of this season.
Brilliant, thank you, Rory.
Thank you so much, Lulu.
Most highly anticipated Bishop Stortford derby, the boys began with a strong start to the year, but how has this season finished? Let's find out.
This is Becca Hayward reporting live from the rugby. We're 10 minutes in and no conversions have been made. It's 5-5.
So Archie Ansted is currently putting the ball down, getting ready for a conversion.
Devastation has struck the pitch. The Bishop Stortford High School have converted. What are your words for the boys in this tough time?
They seem to have lost their head game and they need to get it back under control pretty quick.
BSC have done an unreal job there stopping Boys High from scoring. It got very close at one point, but our defence is looking very strong this half.
I love this new attitude.
Stewie is prepping to enter the pitch. Is this a comeback in the last 2 minutes? The match is over. The college have been defeated. We tried our best, we played well, they've just beat us this time and the atmosphere was still electric, so that's all we care about. I am pretty sure the final score was 28-10 to the Bishop Stortford High School.
Thanks for listening to the first edition of the Stortford Rewind. Tune in next term for more.